Welcome back everybody, this is Halo Reach Tutor with an all-new gameplay video. This time I'm on the map Countdown playing Team Slayer. This is actually a Slayer Pro variety, and along the way I'm going to be giving you lots of tips and tricks to help you improve your own gameplay. Now, when you are playing Slayer Pro, this is not going to come up a whole lot in the social matchmaking lobby. However, if you play in Arena, Slayer Pro is going to come up all the time. In fact, it's practically going to be the only thing that you play. So, keep in mind, if you like the way that Slayer Pro plays out, spend some time in the Arena lobby enjoying the differences that Slayer Pro offers. However, if you're not too fond of the Slayer Pro, feel free to stay in the social lobby where you can play more traditional Team Slayer game types. Now, some of the differences in Slayer Pro, one of the major ones is that there's no radar system in Slayer Pro. That's really going to change the way things play out, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Another major difference is the weapon selection that is available in Slayer Pro. There's no automatic weapons, only pinpoint weapons, so you're going to be using the DMR and the needle rifle for the most part. You see I have the shotgun here. This is the only power weapon available on this map during Slayer Pro. Other maps have different power weapons. It's different for every map, but there's probably going to be a limited supply of power weapons, usually only one or two on the map. Another difference is the armor abilities that are available in Slayer Pro. There's only one, and that's the sprint ability. At no point during the game can you change your armor ability or go with anything other than the sprint ability. Now, because of the differences in Slayer Pro, you're going to see the gameplay turn out quite a bit differently. The first thing I'm going to recommend is that you don't spend any time camping in Slayer Pro. The whole concept behind camping is that you want to stay off your enemy's radar and surprise them or ambush them if possible. Well, in Slayer Pro there are no radars, so there's no point in camping to stay off the enemy's radar. You can move around freely and still have plenty of opportunities to surprise your enemies or to ambush them. Alright? Another difference is that because nobody's camping and because everybody has a sprint ability, there's going to be a lot of movement during Slayer Pro. Alright? Players are going to be moving around, the gameplay will be very fluid. Another difference is that because nobody has radars, there's going to be a lot of close quarter combat. It's a lot of opportunity to sneak up on players and to surprise them, or to get up close to players without them being aware of your presence. Okay. Also, this is enabled because of the sprint ability. You can get up really close to your enemies and engage in a lot of close quarter combats that route as well. So I drop down here through this little hole into the pipe stairs, and I'm able to get an easy assassination double kill on these guys. I realize I'm on their side of the map. I realize they're going to spawn on this side, and I was hoping that they'd come running back to that exact same area where they were killed, and they do, both of them. I'm able to get behind them, surprise them a little bit, and we polish them off for the second time in a row. Now I want to talk a little bit about the map Countdown and how it's different than other maps. At first sight, you would think that Countdown is a small map because it has a very small perimeter. However, Countdown is actually quite a large map because it has multiple tiers, multiple levels, and it can actually easily support a 8-on-8 big team battle. All right, because of all the different levels. That's important to keep in mind because of the circular nature of Countdown, and because of all the different levels. There's going to be a lot of flow when you're playing on Countdown, especially when you're playing Slayer Pro, but all the time you're going to experience a lot of movement on Countdown. So keep that in mind. This is not a very good map to play slowly or to stay in one area. You always want to be flowing through the map and moving around. One excellent way to do that is by using the gravity lifts. There are 3 ventilation lifts near the launch pad in the center that lead up to the 3rd floor and the balcony, and there are 2 gravity lifts that lead up to the catwalk from the launch pad. Now those lifts are excellent ways to move up the map and establish yourself on the high ground. However, you need to be very careful because, of course, as you come up a lift, you're going up blind, especially during Slayer Pro. You have no idea what could be waiting for you at the top of those lifts. So I usually recommend that the stairs are an excellent way to navigate up to the balcony area. This is the pipe stairs on this side. The other side of the map is the tech stairs. And those are excellent ways to go up to the higher levels because you can at least see what you're getting into as you go up the stairs. And if necessary, you can back down if you need to. So the question is, how do you win a lot of Slayer Pro game types? Well, I'm going to give you a couple pointers here. The first one is you want to focus on close quarters combat, okay? As I've talked about already, there's no radar system and there's a lot of opportunities to get up really close to your enemies with the sprint ability, okay? That's especially true on a map like Countdown, where you're able to drop down on your enemies and surprise them from above, or to use the grav lifts to come up from below and ambush your enemies from below using a grav lift, okay? You'll see throughout the course of this gameplay I pick up 5 assassinations and 2 beatdowns. There's a lot of opportunities to get up close to your enemies because they don't have the radar and you have that sprint ability. You really want to focus on close quarters combat. That's going to be a huge part of the game. Another important aspect of Slayer Pro is that you want to use teamwork, okay? This is a game in which teamwork is more important than any other game type, alright? When you're playing Slayer Pro, you don't have that radar. You are moving around blind for the most part, and you want to allow your teammates to help you out. Let them call out the locations of your enemies, call out those locations yourself. And even if you don't have a microphone or if your teammates aren't helping you out over the microphone, you can still keep an eye on their tags and you'll know when they're engaged in combat by looking at their tags and determining where the enemy players are. A couple more tips as we finish off the video here. You're going to want to really work on your DMR and your needle rifle skills if you're going to be playing a lot of Slayer Pro. Those 2 weapons are going to be the weapons that you use the majority of the gameplay. So you're going to want to make sure that you're very comfortable with the DMR and with the needle rifle because those are going to be your primary weapons as you play in Slayer Pro. The other tip that I want to give you if you're going to go into Slayer Pro and go into the arena and play a lot of those games is you want to be very comfortable with all of the maps that you anticipate playing on, because you want to be able to move around very quickly on the map. You want to know the quickest routes to different areas. You want to know the best escape routes. You just want to be very comfortable with the map and how to navigate in and out of the map quickly and efficiently. Thanks for watching today, folks. If you have not already, make sure to subscribe. Check out my channel. I have lots of other fantastic Halo Reach videos. Leave a comment and give a thumb up before you go. I'll see you next time.